Awo, Shalom, Rastafari. This is Wendim, Yadon. This is Ras Yadinos Tefari, Ras Ayadonis, Tafari of the line of Judah, Society of His Imperial Majesty. And this particular Torah portion is called Ki Tissa, right? Ki Tissa is the 21st Torah portion. And interestingly enough, it concerns the hatiyat, or the sin, the trespass, the great systemic error of the Beta Israelites. And I want to connect this with we so-called black people, right? In fact, the Holy Spirit gave an inspiration today while preparing for this particular Torah portion. We caught a little clip of a divorce court. We really, my vibe don't really vibe with that particular black woman, African-American judge or judge toiler anyway. But, the Holy Spirit humbles us a lot and basically shows us that sometimes we can't allow ourselves to be led by our emotions. And this is what's kind of interesting with this particular Torah portion and the totality of the teaching and the instruction that we learn as we learn, well, who are we? Where are we from? How do we get here? And really, what is it all about? We as the once lost but now found Beta Israel. We as the once lost so-called Negroes and Hebrews. So now, this particular Torah portion, let's bring this up, Ki Tissa, this particular Torah portion. Now, you can either go to this particular site, you can go to our website, lojsociety.org, download the Sabbath House readings, and on page 5 is where we're at right now. But this gives us kind of the overview of the 54 Torah portions. Now, if you want to study, not if you want to, but it's necessary for you to study, our brothers and sisters, because they're not going to teach you this in school, and unfortunately, they're not going to teach you this in the counterfeit black churches either. They're going to make black people think that they are Gentiles. When we study, right? When we study the scriptures, we'll find out very interestingly enough, and if we are honest, and if we are able to have a love of the truth, we'll begin to recognize that what we find written in the scriptures, very interestingly, it reflects, it demonstrates ourselves. It's like looking in the mirror, really, looking in the Bible. And we're in the second book of Moses, that is known as Exodus. And this particular Torah portion in the book of Exodus, which is the 21st Torah portion, Bamarinya, for those of you who are studying in the Amharic as well. This is mainly based on the Hebrew, but we compare with the Royal Amharic Bible of His Imperial Majesty, the Metav Kedus. And this particular Torah portion, Ki Tissa, which means when you take. Now, what we're going to do, since we're beginning off a little bit earlier in the day, before the Sabbath, it's Friday. It's Friday, but really when the sun goes down to eve, that's when the Shabbat or the Sabbath begins. For those who might be unfamiliar with that, and to remind those of you who are familiar with it, that evening, right, precedes morning. So when we have, say, a holy day, such as the weekly Shabbat, which is the Gentiles call it Saturday, but really for us as black Jews, as Ethiopian Hebrews, as elect Rastafari, right? In my Father's house there are many mansions. It begins on the eve. So the eve is actually not Saturday. It doesn't begin Saturday. It actually begins Friday evening. Now let's just go over this particular Torah portion, because I want to share with you a revelation actually also remind me about the black Obama and the black woman vote. I think I'll call it Obama and the black woman vote. But then I didn't even while looking at that particular vision, and I didn't script this out. So please indulge me, if you will, for a moment, because I'm seeing 2 or 3 things on my spiritual mental platform right now, and I want to focus on this Torah portion, but I'm also seeing these other related things, and I'm seeing how the Holy Spirit is bringing these things together, and I'm seeking to give it articulation, my brothers and sisters. So anyway, let's kind of go over this right here, and we'll get into that. Obama and the black woman vote, something about drama. You know, they could say, oh, no drama, Obama. I think I'm going to get right into this particular one right here, that Obama. Right, that Obama, let's bring this up right here. Obama is black people's golden calf. I'm going to say it. Obama is black so-called people, especially black America's golden calf. He's become like the so-called golden boy for this particular generation of African Americans, and by extension for other black peoples, even in Africa and throughout the world, other peoples of color, other root race peoples. Even those Europeans or white folks who support Obama, and who still support, some have actually defected from the Obama camp because they, unlike ourselves, are more in their right mind, and they begin to recognize that, wow, he's a politician. But black folks, by and large, still, have, some people say hope, but hope is not really a strategy for us, right? You should have a plan, and your hope should help you reach that plan. What is the plan for black America? Interesting, this particular still right here that you should be viewing